Yo, plenty friends. So today I want to go and show you guys some plenty updates. It's a little bit of a mess in the plenty room. When is it not? And I just want to go ahead and show you guys some plenty updates and might do a little bit of plenty chores with y'all. Honestly, I want to repot a philodendron that we got because it seems like it needs better soil. But let me go ahead and show you guys the plants on the plenty room on how it's looking. Alrighty, I want to show you guys some plenty updates, which I already mentioned, but I'm gonna show you like this because I'm just really excited. Also, I look kind of like a mess. I was getting ready for bed, but I was like, no, it's too early, and I want to show my plenty friends some plenty updates. So, excuse me. 2 days ago, which you guys saw the video, I believe, recently, I ended up repotting my begonia immaculata and ended up rooting in water. And now it's been sitting in the bathroom for like a day, but it's been here already for 2 days and it's looking super duper good. It's nice and sturdy, which is a really good sign. That's what you want to see whenever you're placing a plant in a new planter slash soil, because sometimes they get transfer shock. But I'm really happy with this plant. Begonias, especially begonia immaculata, tend to be pretty easy to propagate, especially when you deal with water and then you transition into soil. Doesn't have that weird shock like a lot of other plants, like pothos. Pothos are pretty good, or like philodendrons or scindapsus. They have like the little shock, but super duper good. And it's a pretty common plant. We see this like at the big box stores, right? Every now and then. And my mother plant is in the living room and she's looking gorge as well. So I'm super proud of her, but I just want to show you that. And here's the tie. I was kind of scared because it was very flimsy, but now I guess the soil filled in it nicely because I ended up top watering them. I wanted the soil to fill in nicely and also rinse off, the soil on the leaves. But I'm super duper happy. A lot of you guys said I was getting mixed reactions in the comment section, but I think it's gonna be a-okay as long as I have it near a grow light. We shouldn't really have a problem. Because if the plant does go in shock or stressed out, a good grow light goes a very long way. And then my apartment is always humid, so that's a bonus. Also, what else was I hearing? The good stuff that I was hearing about me repotting it was the fact that it was, well, ties tend to get root rot pretty easily, and I did have ties and they were doing super duper good. And I believe the reason why is because I'm an underwaterer, so when, you know, I would always water them when they were kind of dry, and even then I would water it more than my other plants. But when I ended up repotting both of them, they were extremely root bound. Even though I ended up repotting them like 6-7 months ago, they put out lots of new roots, so it filled them pretty nicely in the planter, which I got this at HEB, by the way. I know you guys are gonna see them by Costa Farm for like 30 bucks, I believe, or 40 bucks at the Walmart. I haven't seen them yet in my big box store, and if I do see one, I'm gonna be really like this close. Let me get Valentino. Really close on buying it, but I'm gonna wait because I feel like these are gonna pop up like PPPs. Valentino, wanna say hi? Come here, sugar. Come on in. Come on in, baby. Come on in, sugar pie. Yes, honey, let me see. They want to say hi to you, sugar pie. That's right. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait when they put them on clearance because that's when I'll snatch them up. Talking about PPPs. Remember how like they were so expensive? I already showed another video, but I'll show you again because it's just super duper cool. But 20 bucks, y'all. This is so crazy. The variegation is out of this world. It's super duper good. Has a new leaf unfurling, and actually has 2. It's just so pretty. Even Valentino is obsessed with it too. I'm just so happy with this plant. And then here's a diamond jet peace lily from Costa Farm that we got for clearance a couple months back. She's still nice and doing really good. What can I say about this one? She has been blooming, but I always cut off the flowers because peace lily flowers are not the best for pets. And I don't really mind. The flowers are beautiful, but I want more foliage than anything. I feel like when I repot this, it's gonna get more nice and bushy. And then here is the Silver Streak Pothos, my bad. It's a Silver Streak Pothos. And she did got cold damage when I left her outside in the winter. But I trimmed it off. So you can kind of hardly ever see a little bit of like, you can hardly see the damage because I took it off. But there's a lot of new growth, and I mean, look at this new leaf. It's just massive. It's crazy. Really, really beautiful pothos, and it's just a really cool plant. When I found out they pushed it out in the big box stores, I'm really sorry. I'm like yawning. My body is like, it's Mimi times David. And then here's the network Calathea. Look at the Home Depot. She is still alive. Honestly, kind of shocked. I mean, I've heard you guys have told me that the network Calathea is a pretty easy plant to look after. The first time I had it, it was doing good, and then she went downhill pretty fast. But that's because that was when we moved, so excuse me. But this is a plant we're gonna go ahead and repot. But first, I'm gonna go ahead and walk around and show. I'm gonna show you guys Valentina in a bit. We're gonna go and walk around and look at the plants in the plant room because there's a lot of fun stuff. And I might add a little clip when I was grooming my red syngonium. That's what I call it when I Google it. So that's what shows up. I don't know, that's not its actual name. This Philodendron, I want to go ahead and repot it. This thing is, which seems like a new leaf is coming in. It's getting longer, so I'm really, really excited for that. But I don't like the soil that it's in, so we're gonna repot it and place it in its own little planter. I'm gonna put it in the bottom so I don't forget. Come on. You wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? Baby. You wanna say hi? Look. Okay. Okay. My bad. It's how you want it. My apologies. My apologies, mister. Alright, let me go show you guys the plants. So, it's Valentino. I think Pharaoh. Kind of crazy, huh, Valentino? You're quiet now. Here's the Sundew, y'all. It's still alive. And it has some new Sundews coming in, which is really, really exciting. I did cut off the flowers. You were telling me that it would drain the plant, so that's exactly what I did. I do see a little bit of, sorry, Valentino's like hurting himself. That little brown stuff, it is an old little leaf, or I'm not quite sure exactly what they're called, but what captures the fungus network are the flies. I'm not really minding it that bad since it has some new ones coming in, but pretty happy with that. The ficus is still alive. I also want to repot this one, but I'm gonna just leave it there for right now. Oh my god, Valentino. And then there are some plants that I'm probably getting mixed feelings with a lot of them, to be honest. But yeah, that network Calathea. Oh my god, please don't bite me. And then here's the PPP. Whenever I show it, it doesn't always look good, but over here you can kind of see how very good it is. Supposedly, sellers usually name the really, really very good ones. I think it's like Milky Way, something like that. But it's basically the same thing. It's just a variegation from what I heard. It's just another way for them to oh, I just ripped the leaf. Valentino! It was me, my bad. You're right, it was me. It was my fault for touching it. But, oh well. It's okay, that's still pretty though. It has a lot of new leaves coming in. It gives it character, y'all. It gives it character. Here's a peace lily. I love very good peace lilies, to be honest. Or just any kind of peace lily. I feel like he wants to bite me. Here's a Charlie Stramanti. Looking beautiful. Baby, can I go over there? Can I pass by over there, please? Please? And then here is the Silver Band Maranta, which I ended up pulling it up from the shelf. It's doing... Oh my god, chill. Chill. Sir, you gotta chill out. There is mealybugs, which is a little outbreak that I deal with. And I just go ahead and spray rubbing alcohol. And it does a pretty good job at controlling them. Look at you, so pretty with the plant. You look pretty with the plant, babe. You look so pretty. Some new leaves coming in. Lots of old and new flowers coming in. I should probably trim that off because it's making like a mess, but I honestly do not mind, and I think it's fine. I move my hand around and he thinks that I'm gonna like pet him. Do y'all see that? Like if I go like this is what he wants. If I don't, see, he's gonna do it by himself. Oh my god, Valentino! Chill out! This is a really fun one though. I'm really, really proud of my silver band Maranta. Came for a 4-inch planter and now she's in. I honestly ended up, oh my god, why are you biting me? You think it's funny, but it's not, it hurt. He's like, my bad. My bad, bro, I didn't really mean it, my apologies. That hurt though, Valentino, but you're just too darn cute. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, I ended up placing in a really, really big planter, and I was getting some comments of people saying like, David is gonna like die. And I'm like, girl, trust, girl. Honestly, the reason, I don't know, like, it's gonna stay moist for too long, but this is the Maranta, and I'm an underwaterer, so it's gonna be a-okay. And again, it is. It actually exploded. And then this is my little red star Maranta, a prayer plant. And I also have a green one, which she's right over here on top. It's also blooming, which I'll show you guys in a bit. Oh my god, chill. Look at this begonia. This begonia is wild and it exploded in growth. It was in a bunch of 4-inch planters that my boyfriend propagated last year, if not 2 years ago, and I ended up combining them together. And this is how she looks, which is pretty insane. The mother plant is above, and I'll show you to her in a bit. I'm not quite sure what it's called. I'm really, really sorry. All I know is that it's a begonia, and it's really, really beautiful, and it's really easy to look after. I also love how like hairy the stems are. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, this is our red Maranta. She's taking a little bit slow, yet again, I got her as a little baby, and it's putting out new leaves. So I'm not really panicking that bad. And I did have it in a very low light spot for a couple weeks. So now I have it right over here on the edge, because there is some light, as you can see, like pouring in out. And I just fill in some plants where I can. Got some space right now. Look at this other one, Star Beauty, right? Beauty Star, my apologies. It dries out really, really fast. You can see how it's repelling from the planter. So I need to go ahead and water her. But I'm surprised she's still alive. A lot of caletas, like y'all know I kill them because again, I'm like in underwater. So here's the bird's nest firm we got for clearance. Putting out those new leaves. Really, really proud of him. Let me put this right there. We can move this around. Here is something we got from Etsy, a little update. This leaf died and it's an old leaf. Just gonna put it right there. Look at that. Taking a hot minute, but it's a beautiful Lanema. And then this is a Hamalinea. To be fair, this tray was dry, so it took a hit on some plants. And then there's the Calathea, that begonia, the variegated anthurium, another begonia, and then that Calathea. So, and then to be fair, the plants over here in the back, I haven't watered them for like a month. So I'm surprised they're still alive. They're just way too in the back. So I need to go ahead and pull them out or figure it out. Usually I like to put plants in the back of the shelf that are like underwaters, like Santiverias, succulents, cacti, like that guy, which I should probably move right there. It also needs to get repotted, but I'm kind of scared because it's kind of pokey. Chillax. And then here's the begonias. Other begonias that I have, putting out some new leaves. Oh, look, it's blooming. He has a flower, Valentino. How exciting, huh? Here's this one. From what I heard, it's watermelon. I think it's king watermelon. And then the one in the back is like just super glittery. Begonias are so beautiful, y'all. Like, and some propagations that I have in there going on. But yes, I try to water these. I gotta water them like every single, like at least once a week. I try to get them from the dehumidifier, but the thing is so big, and I'm starting to put in my small watering can so I can like get into the little crevices and water the trays. But let me show you guys right over there, because I don't know if you guys remember, Yes, I had this collector, by the way, fully dried out, which I feel so bad, but it's coming back. It's doing really, really good. I just gotta go ahead and clean off the old leaves. This is a new anthurium. And then these plants are just something, honestly. I'm not quite sure. I think it's like some sort of fungal. So I might just dump a lot of these out. The variegated Chinese made plants can stay. That one's pretty fine. But here is an enjoy. Beautiful. Love. And then this is a new pothos, which is starting to vine. How exciting. But the back of the leaves looks like a zombie, and it's really, really cool. I like it a lot. It's really beautiful. It's kind of hard to show you, but Valentino, excuse me. Baby, if you're not gonna behave, you're gonna go outside. And then right over there is the aluminum plant, which is alive. How exciting. And right over here, regressing seedlings. Not quite sure if you remember, Valentino's gonna destroy it, I feel like it. He's really curious, he thinks it's treats because of the plastic. Can I like show them the thing, please? The seedlings. And this is a split leaf philodendron seedlings that I got from Walmart. He thinks this is a treat. You want to check it out? Oh my god, I see a lot of fungus gnats. They're trapped, so baby, it's not treats. And yes, he is fed, y'all. I said it like a lot of times, just in case you haven't, like if you knew, hi. But he is fed. He's just a fatty, like me. He likes to eat every minute, every single hour. In all honesty, I ate already, and I'm craving some food already. So we're the same. Those are seedlings. Split leaf philodendron. Oh my god, that is so nasty, the fungus gnats. Even then, a lot of the plants have mosquito bits. That's been helping tremendously, to be honest. Really, really happy about those results. Here's a Hoya. Put in this long thing. Superhero Scandapsus that I trimmed down because I wanted to get bushy. Beautiful. More queen pothos everyday propagations, looking amazing. This is the only red syngonium that we propagated by nodes that has rooted and is starting to vine. Has even its own little nodes. How exciting. And then my spring cactus. We have the string of pearls. They're still alive. That's pretty crazy how they're alive. And then a string of hearts in the back, variegated. And it's Hoya Waigeri, variegated as well. Chilling right there. The succulent lemon is kind of pissing me off. I'm gonna check off these flowers because I've been saying that I'm gonna do it, but I never do. There. I don't want it to bloom. I wanted to put out some nice pretty leaves, but it hasn't. My boyfriend's strawberry begonia. Beautiful, honestly. They start going up. Valentino, chill. You're gonna go outside, sugar. You're gonna go to not outside by the way. I mean like the living room. Outside of the plant room. This pink panther is just stunning, honestly. I love. And then my succulent plant from outside dropped some leaves. So I placed them in here. And as you can see, they're starting to make little babies. That is so cute. As well as my burrito tail has some little babies going on. That is so cool. I love that a lot. Look at this new leaf. And then this Micans is just doing such a good job. Just saying up pothos. The little cracking sound whenever I pick up a pothos and move a pothos, it just is really, really firm. They never break. It makes it, it's just they're nice and hydrated. Calathea, rosy Calathea. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then the syngonium in the back. This is a hologram Scandapsus that I have in a coastal farm planter. I like to reuse it for small plants, but it doesn't look like that Scandapsus, but it is. I'll give you guys updates on that. Here's some sort of philodendron that's variegated. This plant keeps drying out. It was a new one. I thought it was cute, but it's just going downhill. Cobra. Go ahead and put those. This string of turtles is starting to put out flowers, and they look like rat tails. Kind of funny. And then my Moon Valley friendship plants is blooming, and I think they have the most beautiful flowers. Do y'all see that? The little clusters. I think it's gorgeous. Here's my other Silver Amarantha that I honestly forgot to water. I just finished watering it this morning, so it should perk up nicely. It's getting kind of big, so I'm gonna put that leaf down actually, so it's not shading. Hold on, if I can just go like that. Has some new leaves coming in. I think I have to water it again. I was really thirsty. I feel so bad for it. Chocolate quarterline. Here's my red syngonium above. Here is the Godzilla syngonium. I almost killed this one, but look at that. I also have some backups just in case. Here are the begonias, by the way, that we got from a local plant shop, and here is a Scandapsus I got for clearance. It's doing super duper good. I believe it is a exotica. This pepperoni is beautiful. So here's the begonia. I'm kind of surprised how they're still alive. People were telling me they're kind of difficult to keep alive. And begonia striped. I thought it was really cool. I like the green line in the middle. The new leaves look a lot more red in person, but it's really cool. So it seems happy to me. And then there's my variegated orchid. Love. Here's the other begonia. Pretty cool. Gives off like a lizard vibe, and it's still blooming. Love her. Here's the backup Godzilla syngonium right there. Here's my red Amarantha, which is kind of taking over, as well as my Marble Pothos. And then here is an update on the Anthurium veitchii. It's putting out the new leaf. This was its recent new leaf, and very detailed and pretty big. Excited for the new one. Here is the tiger fern. Beautiful variegation. It's beautiful. Love. And then here is the Florida ghost. Pretty crazy. And then there's the mother plants of the begonia, which I think is thirsty. Its leaves are starting to droop. Here's a Hoya Lisa, variegated, I believe. It has put out some new leaves, which I'm super duper grateful. And then the Repotting. This Scandapsus, I always chop it and chop it and chop it. It's my Jade Satin variegated Scandapsus, and look at this new leaf. That little blush of green, and the rest is just yellow. How cool is that? The Repotting. I had these little sticky notes. I'm like trying to like label my zones or like plant sections, but it was a little phase. So now I just walk around and look at everything, what needs my attention, and just take care of it. But it was a cool idea. Like every day I take care of one zone. I still walk around and look at the others, but I focus on that zone only. There was some mealybugs. This one was sitting with mealybugs. I can see there's a few. Just killed a few, but let me see if I can show you some other ones. See those? So what I do is get my little pink spray bottle if I can find it. Not quite sure where it's at. You want to go outside? Also, my floor, the carpet is a mess. There. My bad. He probably had to use a restroom. Here's Anthurium. Repotted. This begonia, which I was intended to put a grow light can see it right there. It's been super duper busy. Here is the planters that we did. One of them did crack, which I'm really sad. Kind of debating on like gluing it together, but here's the other ones. Here's the one that I messed up on. I tried to make it into like a duckling. I don't know if you guys can see it. But these are really cute. But like a little baby strawberry begonia, I think that would be super duper adorable. My boyfriend's pencil holder, if you haven't seen the video, it was super duper fun. But it was a really cool, fun date. Not even a date, it was just really fun, like doing something with him together and then sharing it with y'all. But I think that's the majority of the planty shelves. That ficus has been there for like a month already. I'm kind of panicking, so I might need to put it down. I've been wanting to repot it because it doesn't have a hole in the bottom, so either I gotta make a hole in the bottom or repot it. And I think a perfect spot is right over here. Here's my Hamalinea Selby. She's still alive and thriving. She's been putting out new leaves and I'm just grateful. She's doing awesome. Here's another begonia and I'm surprised it's still alive. It's just so pretty. My mojito, getting some height. My ficus shiverana, she's grown quite an amount. Fiddle leaf fig, which I'm waiting for new leaves. I'm guessing it's still establishing where it's at. Here's the tie. The variegated raindrop peperonia. Beautiful. So like wherever I say I can put a plant, this needs a saucer, but that's exactly where I'll like, you know, I'll take advantage of it. The painted lady. Supposedly it's not a painted lady, supposedly it's like a golden something, but super pretty. And then this different Bacchia is still alive. Shocking. I just water the plants, you know, when I'm supposed to water them. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the plants in the living room as well. So there isn't quite a lot. Here's a Never Never plant. There's also plants outside, but it's too dark. I just turned off the light. I mean, still too dark. Scary. But here's a Never Never plant. Here is a Monstera Scaleto. I have it going up the wall, and it is putting out some new leaves, as you can see. My ficus, the bird's nest fern, which I might repot in the future video. Here's the mother plant of my begonia immaculata. The plant is all the way in the bottom, and look, I want it to get super duper tall, so I'm really excited to watch her grow. My morning summer glory put out a new leaf, which is this one. Beautiful. This was its recent leaf, and it has a few more from the base. It's thirsty as well. Some Valentino hair. How beautiful. Raven. Camouflage different Bacchia is still alive. Beautiful Drancina. A little messy. Fiddle leaf fig. New leaves coming in. Drancina. Golden potos. And my massive baby bunny bellies. Tradescantii. Twister. And then this one is weird. It was a global green. Literally. Haven't watered it for a month already, but it's cool. And for some reason, all of a sudden, it just pushed out this. So these are kind of funny, guys. A lot of you guys have experienced this as well. So I just left it and I just enjoy it. Really pretty. So, yes. My pisoli is blooming. As was the other one. I have this one in the very dark. I should probably move it. But this is my platinum Miss Pisoli. Gotta cut off the flower and some of these. I was waiting for it to fully like get crispy, but I'll do that tomorrow morning. And I might need to move it where there's more light, because it hardly gets any light in this spot. I wasn't kidding, y'all. I just had leftovers. I got me some leftovers. And I ate some Chip Ahoy cookies. I'm not really a big chocolate person. Honestly, I don't really like chocolate that much. but that was the only snack that I saw in the cabinets, and I ate it, and I am a fan. That was really, really good. Really good cookie. So we're just gonna go ahead and repot so you guys can see this philodendron. I just realized that I need to make a hole on this, and on the previous video a lot of you guys told me there's a lot of awesome devices that are pretty cheap to make holes, which is so true. But what I like to say, you gotta live life. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna use a screwdriver, this little star thingy. That's all I found next to me. I don't feel like going to the kitchen for the knife. It's a little bit of elbow grease, but not too much, because y'all saw what happened last time. It ended up breaking. It's like a jump scare. Can y'all see? Y'all can see right here. Huh? Shoot. Just did a little crack. Stop playing with me, like. I should be in bed right now. Oh, shit. Okay. One more to go. Also, I was looking back while reflecting a little bit. I know that I say like a lot of negative comments, as in like somebody told me this, that it was not gonna work out, and here is an update. The reason I like to do that a lot is because back then, when I was just getting into plants, I would always go based on people's advice. And I know you're supposed to take advice with a grain of salt, but when the collection looks really, really good, I'll be like, they must know exactly what they're doing, right? So I will like if they said to chop off a plant, I'm gonna chop off my plant, right? If it made it look nice. Now, that's an example. But that's what I do. Not so what I'm trying to say is like, just because the vast majority of the plant society says something's not gonna work out, does not mean you should not try it out or experiment and do it yourself. Because a lot of the time, I think it has to do with your environment, and we all have different environments. Got it. I didn't hurt myself, by the way. Don't do this, y'all. Get an adult. Just saying that to save my butt. Here it is. Yee. And then here is the Philodendron. I think it's called Philodendron billietiae. I need to go back and look it up again, but it's really, really pretty. I love the orange stem. I'm not really, oh, look at that white, fuzzy, healthy root. I'm not gonna be able to use this no more, but this is such a nice cash spot. I'll find a plant to put it in. It's not gonna fit, so I need to go ahead and find something else. But yeah, that's where I like to say that, like about the dehumidifier. People would always say never to use that water for plants, so I never did. But one of these days I was like, I remember my grandma, because they would also say, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, but like there's these AC, thing called AC window units. It's like an AC, you put it by the window, right? It's an AC. And it would drip water. And my grandma will put a bucket outside to collect that water. And she would use it, look at those roots. Very healthy plant, very, very healthy, beautiful. And she would use that water for her plants. And I remember down the line when I was getting into plants and I was doing my research, people would say not to use those machines as water because it's full of like metals and stuff like that, right? And I was like, my grandma used to use it all the time and she never had no problems and her plants looked pretty good. So, but yeah, life went on. And that's when I was like, you know what, let me just use this water from the dehumidifier because like, why not? And I've been using it and I have not had any problems. No crispy leaves. I have been seeing yellow leaves, but it's like normal with all the other plants. It's just from age, right? Like the old leaves just turn yellow. As long as I'm seeing active growth, it shouldn't really be a problem. But yeah, the vast majority of the time. Pero yeah, so that's why I say that like so and so said this, but you know, This is what actually happened for me. Just trying to, like, you know, does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Back then for me, like, I would always go based off what other people would say, especially when their plants looked amazing. Even though I knew you're supposed to take it with a grain of salt, I was like, well, their plants look good. I don't want to experiment. I'm gonna just do exactly what they're doing to get my plants looking like theirs. But yes. Someone give me an idea, because I live in an apartment. Back then, when I had a house, I'll put the plant outside if I wanted to fully remove the soil back then, which I found like is really unnecessary. Unless the plant's infected, right? You don't want to, like, right? I would use a water hose to remove all the soil. I live in apartments, 3rd floor, so I can't really do that. I have the tubs, the sinks, bathroom sink, but it will clog the pipes. It did one time, it was a mess. So I was like, I just gotta do what I gotta do. Like, it is what it is. Well, some of you guys gave me an amazing idea, and this never came into my brain on the fact that it's just taking some time. It's because I'm tickling the roots. I'm being that still because I kind of want to damage the roots to look really, really good. But I do want to take off a lot of this soil because it's not really rich with nutrients. That you should put the plant, if it fits, right, in a Ziploc bag with water. Leave it in there. If it's really, really hard soil, leave it there for a couple minutes, and then just keep squishing it, and it will, like, you know, the water will get through the crevices. Genius, genius, genius. And with the water saying, you maybe dump it out in the toilet. I don't know. I would just water a plant with it, you know. If the soil was infected, like if it had mealybugs or like pests or fungal, then I'll probably just dump it in the toilet. I think it's the same thing as like when you go to the restroom, so I don't really see a problem. And it's just a lot of soil, then maybe, I don't know. Do we have any plumbers here? I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that in the toilet, but that's what I'll do. Okay. Planter. By the way, I got these planters from the Dollar Tree. They're awesome. They're $1.25. I don't have the big one, but they have bigger ones. They're all $1.25. I was really, really happy they were still selling it because we're like almost entering summer, so they shouldn't, you know, be selling them anymore, right? But I guess they work because it's still in inventory. They still have some in store. I don't know. So when I go to Dollar Tree again, I'm 1000% gonna buy more of these planters, which is awesome, really, really cheap, and I never had any problems. I did post it on Facebook, and a lot of people used to tell me they are awesome, and then others would say they break really easily. Now, a lot of them were saying that they put these planters from Dollar Tree outside. Now, I use these planters inside, and I should have like put that in the caption, because all I put is like, these are really, really awesome. There was so many varieties in the pictures of the planters from Dollar Tree, and I was like, oh, just in awe from like the colors and the sizes and the options, different textures, all for $1.25. Well, now they added like $5 planters, but you get the gist, right? And I should have said like I use them for house plants, but I could see how like these can like break or crack from weather outside or when like extreme heat, right? So they're awesome for house plants. So yeah, these are really, really nice for that. And I think there's other nicer things out there, but for me, as long as it's a pretty plastic planter, neutral color, and this is really, really cute and it speaks to me, it's perfect for my plants. I am so happy you guys can see this. Sometimes I struggle to like show you while also like enjoying this, or like not needing to worry about the camera. It's like perfect. It's perfect. This plant's really, really pretty. I honestly love the leaf and how bumpy it is. It's just really pretty, honestly. Truly obsessed. And I was using the soil from Walmart. It's from Expert Garden, a yellow bag. That's always what I use. I used to use the green one. That was a good one. There will be mushrooms growing out of it, which is a really good sign, like the healthy mushrooms. I don't think they were edible, but they're like healthy mushrooms that grow in organic matter. and I haven't seen it no more. So the next thing that looked very similar to it was the yellow bag. So I don't know if they changed it, but yeah, I haven't seen no mushrooms growing in them, but I haven't seen no problems with my plants using this soil. You can use it as a base. I know some of you guys go all crazy and stuff like that, but y'all need like a base, so y'all go like look for like a potting soil bag, and then y'all add like y'all leca, perlite, orchid bark mix, which is what I used to do, which I still do, but I have a add perlite too. But now I have a cactus potting soil, which is what I use for like my sensiverias, dracaenas, cactuses, succulents, plants that don't like to stay moist for too long. Those are perfect, like that potting mix, because usually from what they have sand, some soil like that's organic matter, right? Does that make sense? And a lot of perlite. The bag that I have is a lot of perlite. So those are really, really awesome for like snake plants and stuff like that. People used to tell me like to use, and somebody did said as well, to put like my Monstera Deliciosa and some aroid mix, which seems pretty cool and smart, but I don't have anything fancy like that. And I think aroid mix usually is just a mix, it's your potting soil being extremely chunky. So a lot of time it has like charcoal, sorry, it has bark, like orchid bark. Sometimes they'll be bougie and they'll add charcoal, which has its benefits. That's usually what an aroid mix is. It's just bark and perlite and potting soil. But I used to do that because everybody was doing it, right? But then I found out that it dried up my plants extremely fast. So if you're an overwaterer, I think that's cool. But as an underwaterer, a person that doesn't water his plants too much for multiple reasons, right? A basic potting soil, it's awesome, and that's what I use. But I don't do no aroid mix anymore, or stuff like that. Like I don't add bark in my mixture no more. If I do, it's only for aesthetics, like very, very little of it. And it's not just so like the water can drain faster, it's also so the plants can breathe. Roots need oxygen, they need to breathe. They need air. Do they need oxygen? I'm pretty sure they need oxygen, the roots. The foliage takes in carbon dioxide along with other things to make its food, but the roots do breathe oxygen, I believe. I'm gonna need to fact check that. But the roots do need to breathe. They don't want to stay compact, and that's when the perlite, pieces of orchid bark benefits a lot. But for me, it was draining my plants too much, and yeah, so. But I'm gonna go dump this soil out, and that is basically it for today, you guys. I hope y'all enjoyed today's new random plenty chore / plenty update. It's been a hot minute since I showed you guys a good plenty update video. A lot of the plants that I have, it's been extremely hot. I have not showed you the ones from the balcony. Half of them are doing amazing, and the other half are like not doing the best. So it's kind of like, my hands are dirty. It's kind of rough, but the other half that are doing really good, like my Angela, is thriving. Try to scan it. It's thriving. The Monstera auroras are thriving, as along with my alocasia Jacqueline, you guys, is pushing out. It already has 3 leaves. It was on its last leaf when I had it inside. It has 3 leaves, and I just saw this morning, and I didn't saw it yesterday. So it has a really big shoot coming in. It's a green, beautiful new leaf, and the old leaf is not turning yellow. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it, but I think it's happy outside because I water almost daily, and I'm using the humidifier water. It is warm outside. It has bright and direct light, and it has that nice potting soil that I use. So it's really, really happy, and I'm happy that it's happy. It's gorgeous. So in a future video, I'll show you guys the plants in the balcony so you guys can go ahead and see. The succulents are doing good too. The propagations of vining plants like the Monstera salsipicana, the micans, the super blue, the black pagoda lipstick plant. What's another one? Some other ones. They're starting to like vine, and they're looking gorgeous. So it's a really, really fun time right now. But then there's other plants that are not doing so good, so it's not all that. But thank you so much for watching us. Sending positive vibes to each and every single one of you guys. If you enjoyed, let me know by giving a big thumbs up. It helps me a lot. It tells the algorithm it's a good video, and it lets me know that you guys liked it, so I can go ahead and make more videos, because I want to do videos that you enjoy along that I like to create as well. And let me know in the comment section below how your plants are doing too, if you want to. I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna pressure you, but like, let me know like which of your plants are doing really good right now. Like, just show off a little bit. Like, I want to know. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.